In the tech world, no other tech project has been as well classified as Apple's Project Titan, and to date, there are still very few details known. It has been many years since Apple, the tech behemoth, began working on the development of a battery-powered car. Multiple firms might help Apple manufacture the electric vehicle, but it's not obvious which would end up as the partner. Until now, it has been thought Lucid could be a potential partner, but there's a twist. A couple of more company names have also surfaced for the potential partnership. Let's go into more depth about what this means and how it may affect the potential partnership between Lucid and Apple. Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. A quick reminder that subscribing's free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar content. Comments are loved and featured in upcoming videos. Apple has confirmed that in late 2022, they will partner up with a business that will manufacture the Apple car. Many firms are already scrambling to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime chance to collaborate with Apple on an EV that many people will want to own. When it came to a potential relationship with Apple, Lucid was supposed to be the frontrunner. There are a number of key operational aspects of Lucid Motors that investors should be aware of when considering the Californian startup. Apple partnership might be beneficial for them, but they should also be on the lookout for updates on the company's retail service network, its partnership with third-party charging companies, and the potential to license its technology. Lucid has shown an interest in licensing its technology to external parties as a means of generating more revenue. For months, people have been speculating about the Apple car and whether or not the company will join with Lucid. Although there is no evidence to support this statement, it is worth listening in case Lucid discloses any further information on the possibility of licensing as a new income source. It's important to note that any licensing or commercial proposal that might endanger Lucid's ownership over its technology is very improbable, given the company's fierce protection of its unique battery technology. After all, the compact and efficient battery pack of the Lucid is the primary differentiator between it and the competitors. There has also been significant discussion over the recent series of Lucid Tech Talks that have taken place, where CEO Peter Rawlinson went back to the fundamentals of physics in order to explain certain phenomena. He used Apple as an object. There have been several times when Peter Rawlinson has teased investors with an event that has yet to take place. If you've been following Lucid Motors and Peter Rawlinson, you'll be aware of this. However, when seen in the context of the broader information available on the internet, this may seem to be a total coincidence. Because the rumor mill hasn't included Lucid in any of the reports thus far regarding which business Apple would collaborate with, a short bit of Googling on the subject turns up ideas that Apple has a good chance to collaborate with Foxconn, which has been a longtime partner on iPhones and iPads, or with Magna International, which is a prominent contract producer of automobiles for other manufacturers, or even with South Korean businesses LG and Kia. The name Lucid, on the other hand, seems to be completely absent. So it seems that the names of EV competitors who are directly associated with Apple are carrying greater weight. Foxconn, one of Apple's largest supply chain partners, is apparently planning a new $9 billion facility in Saudi Arabia. The Saudi state is quote-unquote considering a bid from Foxconn for a multifunctional plant that could produce microchips, electric vehicle components, and other electronic components such as screens. That's exactly what Apple would want for its Project Titan. Because of increasing tensions between China and the US, which place it in a potentially vulnerable position, Foxconn is trying to expand its operational footprint. Apple might benefit from this big time. Along with the possibility of building a plant in Saudi Arabia, Foxconn is also reportedly in discussions with the UAE about the same proposal. Therefore, if Apple and Foxconn collaborate, the Silicon Valley giant would have direct access to the markets in both the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Foxconn is seeking significant perks, including finance, tax breaks, and subsidies for electricity and water, in return for assisting Saudi Arabia in the establishment of a high-tech manufacturing industry. Saudi Arabia is attempting to diversify its economy away from oil production. That's why they financed Lucid Motors, and that's what they might be doing with other startups too. As it stands right now, Foxconn's proposal is being reviewed by Saudi Arabia. This includes legwork as well as benchmarking the offer against others that Foxconn has made for similar investments around the globe. In order to proceed, the agreement must be approved by the prince. There is also another potential candidate for the Apple partnership, which is yet another business that is directly involved in Apple business in some of its product lineup, Luxshare. The company has announced the formation of a joint venture to develop and manufacture electric automobiles. This is the same business that is currently responsible for the manufacturing of Apple's AirPods. In all odds, Apple will disclose who will be building the Apple car later this year, which is only a surprise. Luxshare will be in the EV market in just 3 months. Apple could be partnering up with anyone, no surprise there. Up to this point, the only significant Apple Lucid story we've seen on reliable websites has been a piece from MotorAuthority.com, which expressed surprise that Lucid's first Air electric vehicle would arrive, quote-unquote, without Apple CarPlay on board. There's nothing in it that suggests the beginning of a lovely relationship. However, Lucid CEO Peter Rawlinson was still referring to Apple as a possible rival rather than a partner when he spoke to CNBC, saying that he welcomed competition from a business like Apple. No wonder Apple and Sony want a piece of that market share. Many electric vehicle startups will not survive all of these traditional automakers and these large technology giants who are attempting to get into the EV sector. This is not a shock. Apple, on the other hand, has been generating news lately because of its upcoming electric vehicle launch. Those preparations, however, may have come to a grinding halt as a result of the team's reported resignation. Before seeking a partner, they may need to put together a team of their own. The project as a whole may be further delayed as a result of this. In conclusion, there is the possibility that Apple may collaborate with Lucid Motors to develop an electric vehicle. Because both firms would gain from the cooperation, this would be a fantastic move for all parties involved. Apple would get access to Lucid Motors' resources and experience, while Lucid Motors would gain a portion of the rapidly expanding electric vehicle industry. However, for the time being, it seems to be a long shot. But of course, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Do you think there's potential for the partnership? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment down below. Benji says Lucid reminds him of Apple, and that's why he likes the company. You're not the first, Benji. That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing's still free, and liking helps YouTube recognize your preferences. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.